Now to 6 as they restart from out high. Winston running short on time. He's got to go. They're out of time. Robinson gets it away off the front rim, somehow finding a lane for that. Is now looking to go. Sidnor stepping back and burying the three-pointer. Jasper's in front now, 6-5. Run last year, they lost to St. Peter's in the MAC championship, went on to the CBI, where they got a couple of wins before falling to Seattle. As Manhattan adding to their lead, Robinson on the step back. 10th in the MAC preseason poll, take that for what it's worth, but right in the thick of things here, could easily find their way in the upper echelon of these standings. As that shot through the 5-hole, and Fairfield takes it away. How about the handles on Johnson? The drive, the kick, 3-ball, just circling the rim, and a tussle down low. And a foul there. Peyton Smith, an 11-8 lead for Fairfield. Manhattan's knocked down 2 triples. Fairfield has 3 of them. Here's a nice look to the bucket. All good for Wes Robinson.
And a terrific look from the freshman.
On the 14-minute mark here. First half, good back-and-forth action. 1-point lead for Fairfield. Robinson changing that right down Main Street for 2. Wasting no time now. Johnson in transition. The mid-range is all good.
Well, one thing we see here early, Greg, as you go through a long season, it's 6 man deep and a 7th that plays, single-digit minutes. You're talking if you get some foul trouble later on, you could be in trouble, little injuries, and so you can credit Coach Casey and this squad for coming back. They're right in the thick of things here in the MAC again, and still trying to find their way. Speaking about finding his way, Wes Robinson.
Robinson will take it himself. Robinson, step back 3. A little short. Into a clean 3. And it comes right back to Sek, and that was 2 Jaspers not realizing they were going for the basketball at the same time. Sek the beneficiary. Good look. Robinson spotted by Elijah Curry, who just came on.
Yeah, haven't been a lot of foul calls, only really 2 free throws on the night.
Robinson, short, and Sek is there. Here's John on the 3 early. That's their 11th triple try. They're now 4 for 11 from beyond the arc. Dinkins can't find the touch, but you know who can. Going on his team, but really excited about a lot of the guys you see on the court right now. Sek goes up and under. Gilliard takes a spill. Dangerous outlet pass. Here comes Winston. Fairfield does a nice job recovering there. Winston turns that corner. And Sek, he's finding himself in 3-point percentage coming in 10th in 3-point percentage. And then 9th in 3-pointers made, as here's the run out. No need for a triple.
Easy run out there.
Bender now looking for a lane. And able to bury that shot. Shaq Bender steps into a jumper with a rebound. And here comes Fairfield. Braden Sparks back in. Bleachmore letting it fly. Bleachmore having himself a night right now. Sparks now. Perry. Little Euro. And right there, but it's just off the rim. Dinkins on the drive. Leaning in, draws the contact. And Dinkins will earn a trip to the free throw line. Perry. Drive and strip to the last second. Dangerous save. Comes right back to Fairfield, but then Perry can't hang on the outlet. A little too hot.
Now Manhattan has a chance to cut into that now 4-point lead by Fairfield.
Robinson buries it. Cutting into that lead indeed. It's now a 1-point game. Coming up on 1 minute to go here in the first half. Manhattan last led at 14-13. Not this time. That was way back at around the under.
The last shot of the half.
Robinson spinning, a drive and kick. Sidnor, offensive rebound, goes right back up, takes a little bump. Swish Gilliard. Shot clock to 7. Gilliard on the move, splits the D, and then is rebuffed. Big time block from Peyton Smith. And now in transition, Bergens floating, gets his own rebound. Second effort, does the job.
Well, we saw that a lot in the first half for Fairfield, which is what allowed them and some turnovers by Manhattan to build an early lead in that first half.
Bender. Triple try, not good. 15 second chance points by off the inbound, Smith. Air ball.
Both of them happen to me. That's why I'm bald.
Johnson. I don't have as good an excuse, Dave. So 39-38, Fairfield. Winston trying to turn that corner, but Sparks is right with him step for step. Sidnor just beyond the reach of Sek, and the Jaspers can regroup. Fairfield had won 2 of 3, then lost last time to Canisius. Step back here, Winston. And Barima Sek called his name quite a bit in the first half, snares his 5th rebound. Sparks left alone. And Gilliard crashing the glass. We saw him back on the court. Good sign there to elevate to the basket. And Fairfield picking things up a little bit in their own right with the Braden Sparks kick there. He had the good start, had 8 points right out of the gate, has not scored since then. Winston floating, and he'll draw the foul. Free throws on tap for Jaden Winston.
Yeah.
Sparks, Sek, that's a problem. Easy money for Barima Sek on the dish.
Yeah, it's one of those you pick up a little bit, a little token pressure. Hat made an 8-0 run. It was back in, some runs throughout the half. Here, it's just been back and forth. Plays being made. There's another tough one by the freshman.
Will Sidnor, no points, and they'll recirculate. Bleachmore on the drive and draws a foul. Gallagher, longtime head man at Hartford, just veteran in the college game, and has brought his infectious energy here to the Bronx. Missed connection there on the backdoor look as Bender was.
There's a lot of merit to that, and today's young man sometimes comes into this world at this level, and they're constantly hearing what they want to hear. And at this level, you got to hear what you know of doing that, but in a positive way to get the most out of his players.
Meanwhile, a little helter-skelter here. Johnson can't make the most of it. That 3 ball's off the mark. Offensive rebound. 6 lead blink, and you miss it. They're back up by 5. Robinson right at Sek. That was off target. Johnson pushing ahead. Sek running the floor, spinning with the left. Wild shot. Johnson saves it. Back to Sparks, left alone. Shot clock to 8 as Prophet Johnson goes to work. His opportunity fading. Difficult shot, and Prophet Johnson drills it.
And interesting, too.
Jaspers, the give to Dinkins. Lines up that 3, and then Robinson holding position and drawing a foul.
And that was a baseline out of bounds play.
Now here's Winston looking into Sidnor. Great ball movement. Ends with a triple. Wes Robinson out of the corner on the kick. The race to 70 closing in here. Fairfield 5 away. Little baseline jump is all good for Wes Robinson. He's got 18 and 1 board away. 5. But other guys filling in the gaps here. Smith, too strong on the hook. Here comes Robinson, wasting no time. They like that inbound 3-point attempt. And he's off the mark there. Bender spinning, the drop to Gilliard, the shovel to Robinson. It all leads to this. Hitting from the outside, Sidnor. Bender takes a look. He'll put his head down, flip it up high off the glass.
And able to avoid the offensive foul, too.
Inbounding now against some pressure. They break it very quickly. Sparks, the floater, comes up short. He thought twice. A little indecision there about passing or taking it himself. The kick. Robinson. Shot clock to 8. Driving kick. Dinkins for the tie. Oh, he's fouled. Fouled on a 3. Devin Dinkins.
Together here in overtime. And Jenkins goes down low and gets the first 2 points of overtime for the Stags.
Off the glass, nothing there for Devin Dinkins. And in command right now. Robinson, he was fouled on the way through, so free throws coming for Robinson. Fairfield, meanwhile.
And catch up, and you let up a little bit, and Fairfield's taking advantage early on in this overtime.
Jenkins again, he has just gotten such good position right on the block there, and again puts one home.
There has not been a